tutorial. If you haven't watched the first video of this series, I recommend you watch the first video of the series. I will put the link to the whole playlist in the description below. In this video, I will just quickly show you how to move around in the DV360 UI, and then in other videos we will discuss one by one how to set up campaigns and perform different tasks in the DV360 UI. The first thing I would like to highlight here is how to, if you have access to DV360, how to get into the UI. Now you need to go to this URL, which is displayvideo.google.com. Now if you have access, you go to this URL, and once you are on this URL, it will ask you to log in with your username and password, which will be your Gmail email address or your company email address and the password for that email address. Once you log in, you will be directly landed here, which is the main UI dashboard. Now there are the terminologies in DV360 differ and vary with other platforms a bit. Now for example, if you see advertisers here in your DV360 account, an advertiser is considered to be an ad account in other platforms. So usually now DV360 is a product which is intended for big agencies and big companies. So in an agency, a particular client is usually an advertiser account is created for each of the clients, and all their campaigns are housed in this advertiser account. Okay, once you log into your DV360 using your email address and password, you will be redirected on this page. Now here you will see the name of your partner account. Every account in DV360 either is a seat or a partner account. It's just terminologies you have to remember. Now first of all, we'll go to this section here, the left navigation panel. What you see here is overview. If you click on overview, it will show you an overview snapshot of the whole partner DV360 account, that how much money you have spent in last few days or today based on your settings, that how many line items are running, how many line items have paused. These kind of snapshots which you can manually customize as well. Then you click on advertisers. If you click on advertisers section, it will list all the advertisers in your account. That's where we are now. So if you see, there's advertiser 1, advertiser 2. Usually in your case, you will see name of the clients probably, as I told you, because each of the client will be housed as an advertiser. So that's where it will show you advertiser level data, where you will see how many impressions, how many clicks, how many conversions, how much revenue was spent, and all those details. You can even create filters here if you want to look for a particular advertiser as well. Now in terms of date ranges, you can change the date range here and see an overview or snapshot of the reporting metrics like impressions, clicks, CTR, and how much have been spent. That's what primarily the advertiser tab is for. Now if you come further down here, you will see audiences. Now what this tab is used for is if you want to create audiences for your whole partner account, so that you can use them across all advertiser accounts. Now audiences can be created in different ways, like from tags on your pages and other resources as well, which we will discuss later. I'm just trying to show you the overview of the DV360 UI to just make you familiar, so that when we start running campaigns, you know what we are doing. Now below that, there is analysis, which gives you reports about your audiences, how you have been using those. Then there is inventory. This is one of the important sections here. If you click on it, it expands into my inventory, marketplace, and negotiations. Now my inventory would be, for example, as you know, in programmatic advertising, there are 3 modes of buying. One is open auction, one is preferred deals, and one is having a programmatic guaranteed deals. If you are not aware about these 3 buying modes in programmatic advertising, I have a dedicated video about introduction to programmatic advertising. I'll put the link below so that you can check that video out, and you will understand what are the 3 different modes of programmatic advertising. Now my inventory will show you all the deals that you have negotiated with the publishers, and they all will appear here. If you click on the marketplace, it gives you a generic idea about.
दोस्तों, क्या आपके MS ऑफिस सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर ये वाला ऑप्शन है? ध्यान से देखो, इसे कहते हैं को पायलट।
what are the websites available you can buy, if you can search for any website or any publisher and ask them for a proposal. That, for example, if I want to run a programmatic guaranteed or PMP or preferred deal on bbc.com, I can go to marketplace, search for BBC, request a proposal and tell them I need 100,000 impressions in this geography and all the settings you can mention there. Then they will send you a proposal. Once you accept it here, it will come in my inventory section and you can create campaigns and target to this inventory. Then we have negotiations here. That is where the proposals are still in negotiation. You have not completely accepted it. For example, if you have asked for a proposal for a publisher either directly or through marketplace, all those proposals will land in negotiations until you accept them. Or if you want a revision, you send the comments and the publisher will again send, and it will be in your negotiations tab unless you approve it. And further down there is insights, which is about reporting. So you can either create reports for your existing campaigns on advertiser level, and you can choose your metrics, or you can create dashboards where you can select what widgets do you want. For example, you want in an advertiser you want a pie chart that how much has been spent across 3 campaigns which are running. So you can create different kind of visual dashboards here. Then we go to resources. In resources, you create channels and custom bidding and floodlight groups you can use throughout your partner ID. So channels would be probably you create a combination of different websites and YouTube channels which you want to use across all advertisers if you have such advertisers. And similarly, custom bidding and floodlight groups. Custom bidding is setting up different rules about bidding which you want to use across all advertisers, and floodlight groups are if you want to create like we call conversion pixels or remarketing tags in Google Ads and other platforms. In DV360 they are called floodlight groups. So you can combine data sources in terms of different pixels and use them for retargeting and tracking conversions. Then partner settings is usually about how you want to set up different rules. For example, what's the markup you want to set up for reporting. So if I have spent whatever I have spent for an advertiser, you can set up always in the revenue metrics show 10% of markup added there, or you can include any partner fees there. It's mostly for admin. It's usually set up by Google or you're the reseller who creates the DV360 account for you. Then history tab is important to understand any changes that are made in DV360, whether it's creation of line item, you delete anything, you change the targeting settings, everything is recorded and you can check that here if a lot of people are working in your team on DV360 together. And sometimes there are times everybody will be like, no, I didn't make this change. So this tab here is useful in those cases and you can check everything that was changed, added, deleted in DV360 account. Now that's all about the left navigation panel. What we are left with is these 5 icons here. So for example, this one you can search for any particular advertiser you are looking for, or even if it's a creative, any asset in this advertiser campaign line item creative, you can search for that here directly. Now if you go here, this is user management and notification settings. If you click on it, it will help you if you want to add a new user, delete a user, change permission of different users in your DV360 partner ID. Notification settings is about what notifications do you want to receive as emails, and GMB communication preferences is about how you want to communicate with the Google support team. There are minor settings that you can change. If you look here, this is bulk status where you can make changes or upload in bulk. If you want to upload 100 creatives, if you want to upload 100 line items, you have to download Excel files, and you can probably say name different line items with their respective settings, and the creative links all will be uploaded at once. Now this tab here is Insights tab. If you click on it, you will be landed on a reporting tab where you can generate reports, both offline reports where you can download them as CSV and Excel files, or you can create kind of a real-time report where you drag and drop different dimensions and metrics to see a particular report, but you will not be able to see all the metrics and dimensions in the real-time reports. Then this section here is this very helpful, which is help. If you are not sure about any particular setting and how to do something in DV360, you click on here, you search for a particular topic. Let's say I want to know how to upload creatives, and it will show me all the relevant help center articles which explain how to do a particular task in here. I'll just remove myself from here for a while. So there is also, if you want to contact the support, this button is helpful. At the bottom of the articles you will see contact us. If you click, it will give you an option to reach out to the support team via email or live chat if it's available. Okay, and then we are left with this. If you have access to DCM as well, which is whenever you get an account access from Google or your reseller, you also get an option that whether you want access to the campaign manager as well. If yes, you will have your campaign manager here, which in turn has three sections. This is double click campaign manager, which is called DCM as well, or before it was called DFA, double click for advertisers. It's an advertiser side ad server as well. Then you also get options of if you have access to analytics 360 and tag manager as well. It's just there to switch between double click bid manager and DCM or analytics 360. Then you have your account listed here, which you can see which account is being logged. So that was it, guys. This video was about showing you around, making you familiar with the UI. There will be dedicated
ठीक है हमने ये पूरा यूज़र इंटरफेस है जब यूज़ करोगे कभी तो ये चीज़ तुम लोग को दिखेगा
videos where we will show you from scratch how to step by step how to create campaigns, optimize and report on those campaigns, and use the inventory section to ask for proposals, add audience, third party audience segments, and do other
कुछ कुछ हमको लग रहा है टर्मिनोलॉजीज तुम लोग को जानना चाहिए एड एक्सचेंज ये सब तो लिखा हुआ है एड सर्वर डीएमपी लिखा हुआ है एड एक्सचेंज लास्ट कल लिखाए थे राइट एड इन्वेंट्री इन्वेंट्री नहीं लिखा हुआ है एड फ्रॉड एड सर्वर না এগুলো করা নেই कुछ कुछ लिखा हुआ ले लेना तुम कल का लिखा है एड एक्सचेंज क्या हुआ है ऐड इन्वेंट्री का करो ऐड इन्वेंट्री ऐड इन्वेंट्री लिखो ऐड फ्रॉड लिख सकते हो ऐड फ्रॉड का एक लाइन लिखो ये सब प्रोग्रामेटिक एडवर्टाइजिंग का ही टर्म्स है ऐड इन्वेंट्री ऐड फ्रॉड ऐड सर्वर सभी लिखते হবে বলে দিচ্ছি এক একটা লাইন দেখো एड फ्रॉड यहीं पे क्लिक।
ঠিক আছে ফার্স্ট টাইমে যাব না আমি একদম যাবে মানে এন্ডের দিকে মানে লাঞ্চের পরে ওই টাইমটাই আমি ভিজিট করব আর গিয়ে আমি তোমায় কল করে নেব ঠিক আছে
एड सर्वर भी। इन्वेंट्री शायद लिखा है था कल ना। अच्छा एड सर्वर का भी फर्स्ट लाइन लिखी।
অ্যাড ইনভেন্টরি অ্যাড সার্ভারে শুধু এ কোন পর্যন্ত ইটিসি পর্যন্ত
ऑडियंस टारगेटिंग लिखा नहीं होगा, ऑडियंस टारगेटिंग तो पता है मेरे को। हो गया एड सर्वर।
ऐड सर्वर बन गया।
बघा जो सीटीसी तो उसमें नहीं था। सीटीसी को लिख लो, सीटीआर तो पता है हम लोगों को। Click through conversion measures the amount of time user sees an ad, clicks on it and convert during that visit. Click through conversion.
অডিয়েন্স টার্গেটিং লিখতে হবে না তো?
না না, ওগুলো তো জানা আছে, সব লেখার দরকার নেই, যেগুলো ইম্পর্টেন্ট সেটা।
ব্র্যান্ড সেফটি পুরোটা?
না না, ব্র্যান্ড সেফটি বলিনি, শুধু এখানে ক্লিক থ্রু কনভার্সন। তো ফার্স্ট লাইন
ওসি লাইনটা ভিজিট পর্যন্ত, তাই তো?
হুম। क्लिक थ्रू रेट पता ही है, कनेक्टेड टीवी, कॉन्टेक्चुअल एडवर्टाइजिंग। ये कॉस्ट पर कंप्लीटेड व्यू। CPCV। first line. क्रॉस डिवाइस लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्रॉस डिवाइस समझ में आ रहा है। डीएमपी का लिखे हो तुम लोग?
डाटा मैनेजमेंट प्लेटफॉर्म
डीएमपी लिख के चलो ना कल पे।
डाटा डीएमपी এটা লেখা ছিল ডিএমপি ইন প্রোগ্রামেটিক অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট।
हाँ ওটাই। DOH डिजिटल आउट ऑफ हाउस।
ডিওএইচ না এটা লেখা নেই ডিজিটাল আউট অফ
डिजिटल बिलबोर्ड्स, डिजिटल बैनर उसको बोलता है DOH। हाँ। ब्रैकेट में लिख लेना डिजिटल बिलबोर्ड्स, ताकि समझ में आए कि क्या है। डिजिटल आउट ऑफ हाउस। अभी ये जो बैनर लगता है ना रास्ते में, बैनर होर्डिंग, इसको OH बोलते हैं, आउट ऑफ हाउस।
आउट ऑफ
और ये डिजिटल अगर वो डिस्प्ले हो गया बोर्ड तो वो डिजिटल आउट ऑफ हाउस है।
মানে ঘরের মধ্যে ব্যানার দেখতে পাচ্ছি যার কারণে
आउट ऑफ हाउस ঘরের বাইরে।
এক্সাম্পলটা পুরোটাই দেবো।
না এক্সাম্পল একটাই দাও, ডিজিটাল বিলবোর্ড বলে, এটা যে বুঝতে পারবে। डायनामिक रीटारगेटिंग भी तुम लोग का लिखाया हुआ है। এখানে এখন না অনেক গুগল অ্যাডসে লিখেছিলাম डायनामिक रीटारगेटिंग। फ्रीक्वेंसी कैपिंग भी पता है तुम लोगों को? फ्रीक्वेंसी कैपिंग मतलब एक ऐड एक यूज़र को कितने बार दिखाया जाएगा, फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ डिस्प्लेइंग योर ऐड टू अ पर्टिकुलर यूज़र। इसको कैप कर सकते हैं हम लोग कि एक यूज़र को 2 बार 3 बार या 7 बार एक दिन में दिखाया जाए या फिर एक हफ्ते में दिखाया जाए। पता है कि लिखना है? लिख लो पहले फ्रीक्वेंसी कैपिंग। ये सब बताया हुआ है गूगल एड्स के टाइम में ही, ये सब ऑप्शन था फ्रीक्वेंसी कैपिंग का। इंस्टेंट वीडियो ये सब तो पता है, इन गेम एडवर्टाइजिंग, वीडियो प्राइवेट मार्केट प्लेस, अच्छा ये तो हम लोग जब वो करेंगे तब भी लिख सकते हैं, टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइवेट मार्केट प्लेस। रियल टाइम बिडिंग लिख लिया था कल। सप्लाई साइड थर्ड पार्टी यूजफुल कन्वर्शन, the user is surprised the first time doesn't click on it but convert at later useful conversion using completion. व्यू थ्रू कन्वर्शन, इसको लिख लो BTC। व्यू थ्रू कन्वर्शन हैपेंस व्हेन यूजर इज सर्व्ड एन ऐड फॉर फर्स्ट टाइम। ये क्या होता है कि व्यू थ्रू कन्वर्शन विंडो मिलेगा तुम लोग को, उसमें क्या हम लोग सेट कर सकते हैं 30 डेज 15 डेज 7 डेज। इसमें क्या होता है, यूजर सपोज आज ऐड देखा, ठीक है, क्लिक नहीं किया, पर वो एक हफ्ते बाद जाके वो कन्वर्ट हुआ, तो कितने दिन बाद जाके कन्वर्ट हो उसको हम लोग कन्वर्जन में काउंट करेंगे, वही है व्यू थ्रू कन्वर्जन। हम लोग दे दिए 30 डेज, तो एक यूज़र जो ऐड देखा आज और विद इन 30 डेज अगर कन्वर्ट होता है तो उसको एज अ कन्वर्जन में काउंट होगा, उसको बोलते हैं व्यू थ्रू कन्वर्जन। কোনটা? না না, সর। ठीक है, ये कुछ जेनरिक था, बाकी जैसे जैसे हम लोग वीडियो इसमें आगे बढ़ेंगे उस तरह से हम लोग लिखने का नंबर आएगा। अच्छा, अभी यहाँ पे हम लोग डैशबोर्ड में देखे थे कि एडवर्टाइजर्स कौन होता है, क्लाइंट्स जिसका हम लोग ऐड चला रहा है। तो नेक्स्ट वीडियो जो है वो हाउ टू क्रिएट एडवर्टाइजर, यहाँ पे एडवर्टाइजर कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं।
Start making moves with your Stinger sale. With just 129 rupees a month, put AI to work and launch.
Welcome to the third video of TV360 tutorial. In this video series, we will guide you step by step how to run campaigns, how to optimize campaigns, and how to report on the campaigns. We will also show you different functionalities of DV360 and what all you can do in the DV360 platform. This is the third video of the series. If you haven't watched the two videos before this, I suggest you watch those two videos as well, as the videos are arranged in an order to take you through from beginner to an expert level. In this video, we are going to talk about how to create an advertiser. Before we show you how to create an advertiser in DV360, I just want to give you a quick idea about what does an advertiser mean in DV360. If you're already familiar with Google Ads or Facebook Ads, we'll quickly give you an idea about what an advertiser means in DV360. If you look in the picture, there is a partner account in DV360 which usually is created by Google or any DV360 reseller for you or your company, which is equivalent to an MCC account in Google Ads or a business manager account in Facebook Ads. Then within the partner account, you create different advertisers. An advertiser in DV360 is equivalent to an ad account in Google Ads, or it's also called ad account in Facebook. Then you have insertion orders. An insertion order is just like a campaign in Google Ads or a campaign in Facebook Ads. A line item in DV360 is equivalent to an ad group in Google Ads and ad set in Facebook Ads. Now, one thing to remember here is
इसका एक फोटो क्लिक करके ग्रुप में ले लो, तो तुम लोग गूगल ऐड और फेसबुक का रेफरेंस में DV360 का जो लेआउट है अकाउंट का वो समझ में आएगा। ऐड अकाउंट मतलब यहाँ एडवर्टाइज़र, कैंपेन जो होता है यहाँ पे इंसर्शन ऑर्डर होता है, ऐड ग्रुप जो होता है वो होता है यहाँ पे लाइन आइटम। लिया या मैं भेज दूँ? मैं भेज दे रहा हूँ ग्रुप में।
is at the advertiser level, you just set the some details about the advertiser and nothing about the actual running campaigns. Similarly, in insertion order, just like Google Ads and Facebook Ads, you set all the parameters of the campaign like bidding strategy, the budgets, the campaign dates, and all of those details. Just like Google Ads and Facebook Ads, at the line item level, like you can choose an individual bidding strategy, bidding or different dates or the creatives for each of the ad group and ad set in Google Ads and Facebook Ads. You can do the same in display and video 360 line item as well. Now coming back to our DV360 UI, once you have a partner account, and the first step will be to create an advertiser account which is equivalent to an ad account in Facebook and Google. Now what we do here is we go to the advertisers tab on the left navigation panel and you will see this create advertiser button here. So once we click on create advertiser, it will ask you some of the details about the advertiser, for example name. So you can put, let's say in this case we put test advertiser. I'll put test advertiser do not use, and here you can keep it as active or paused. For example, if you want to create an advertiser in advance but there's no campaigns for now, you can keep it in pause state as well. So in our case, I'll keep it, for example, active. And then we have website. Now it's very important to input website here because panel, and you will see this create advertiser button here. So once we click on create advertiser, it will ask you some of the details about the advertiser, for example name. So you can put, let's say in this case we put test advertiser. I'll put test advertiser do not use, and here you can keep it as active or paused. For example, if you want to create an advertiser in advance but there's no campaigns for now, you can keep it in pause state as well. So in our case, I'll keep it, for example, active. And then we have website. Now it's very important to input website here because how Google uses this website is in programmatic advertising. Some publishers block some advertisers. For example, if they are their competitors, for example, BBC.com blocks New York Journal as an advertiser because they don't want to show New York Journal ads on BBC. So this is just an example. So that's why this is important and required field, because some of the publisher might want to block you as an advertiser. So you will have to put URL of your website. Now please also note that you cannot put the generic websites of your Facebook pages or Instagram pages because the domain is not owned by you. So in our case we'll put abc.com. Now the good thing about DV360 is if you are not sure about anything here, there's these small help icons which you can hover your mouse on and it will show you all these details. After that you will choose the currency in which you want to get billed and you want to see the reports in, so you can select almost any currency. So in our case we will select US dollars here. After that you see billing profile, which you don't have a choice. Usually it will be this while Google or your reseller creates your account, this will be the billing ID, but in case you have talked to Google or your reseller to have multiple billing profiles for any reason, so you can choose that which billing profile should be used for this advertiser. Then we come in the ad server and attribution model. Now you guys might be aware that some of the advertisers who have DSPs, they have also ad servers, which is DCM, where they store all their creative and they traffic tags as creatives in their DSPs. Now it depends in your case what are you using for this advertiser. For example, if they already have DCM account, then in that case you will select display and video 360 and third party ad servers. But if you do not have any DCM configuration for this advertiser, then you will select third party ad servers only. Now in case of advertisers who are using DCM, in that case you can directly link the floodlight configuration and creatives. You'll be able to populate creatives directly here. You will not have to upload any. So in our case we'll select third party ad servers only, and for attribution we will select automatically create a floodlight for me because we will create a new.
फ्लड लाइट क्या है समझ में आया? जैसे फेसबुक में हम लोग पिक्सल लिए थे ट्रैकिंग के लिए, गूगल में भी वैसे कन्वर्शन कोड था गूगल एड्स में, उसी तरह DV360 में जो ट्रैकिंग है उसको ट्रैकिंग कोड है उसको फ्लड लाइट बोलता है.
Floodlight, which is the pixels for this account. So we'll not use any existing one, and I'll click on apply. After this we come to the authorization section, which is not really something you would like to spend your time on. Just keep it as it is, except you will have to check this box. So in different countries they have different laws about how they can use the data for reporting and stuff. So that's why you would have to check this button here. Once you're done, that's it. You click on create and this new advertiser will be created. So that's it guys. So we are redirected here. If you see, the advertiser is created and it's already showing that there's no impressions or revenue so far. That's it for this video guys. In case
ठीक है, एडवर्टाइजर क्रिएट हो गया. इसके बाद का स्टेप है कैंपेन क्रिएशन. कैंपेन क्रिएशन चलेगा? नहीं चलेगा. आपसे यहाँ पे पेड हो गया. 3 वीडियो फ्री था, अभी मेंबर्स ऑनली कर दिया. तो एडवर्टाइजर क्रिएशंस तक हम लोग रखते हैं. नेक्स्ट डे से हम लोग कैंपेन क्रिएशन देखेंगे, जो कि मेरे पास है.
মানে ইউটিউবে তুমি ইন্টারভিউটা